So the roots of human suffering are, of course, ego, separation, not transcending the reality of life's up and downs, the fact that there will be pain, there will be suffering, there will be illness, and there will be death, as Buddha woke up to the fact that you can't overcome death, but you can overcome the pain that comes from the separation of death through becoming part of a larger worldview, becoming part of a larger universe in your consciousness. And humanity has been through periods of those in power enhancing human suffering because they've defined their power as absolute. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had a Christ who had to throw the moneylenders' tables in the temple. He too was rebelling against the abuse of economic power. You wouldn't have had the Guru Nanaks preaching peace and equality. And today, across the world, these temples of Sikhism are giving food to anyone without asking, are you Christian, are you Jew, are you Muslim, are you Hindu? Anyone who comes gets the gift of food because the gift of food is a gift of life. The suffering was, imposing suffering was justified. See, suffering is inevitable in life, but imposed suffering began in a systematic way, globally, with colonialism. And I'm not saying all societies were perfect. The thing was, a tribe that went wrong within the tribe. It just messed its own situation up. It overexploited its nature, went extinct. Created hunger, died of famine. But for the first time, we created instruments of global imposition of suffering through colonialism. A handful of powers. As Gandhi said, a small island nation, England, could destroy the whole world. And what I see happening today is that with the wars, with putting the genocide of Hitler behind us and putting institutions like the United Nations in place, we now have regimes in power who have brought the colonial mode of governance back as the fashionable economics. They call it neoliberalism, deregulation. It's nothing but recolonization. And everything that was done in the colonial periods is being redone now, not just to the other out there, but to the others in your society. Everyone is colonized. And as I'm increasingly feeling, even those who feel, oh, we are part of the game, you know, I got my smartphone, I'm doing my Facebook, I've got friends, they too are colonized because we are the new raw material. For the Zuckerbergs of the world, we are the raw material whose mind is being mined to fuel hate campaigns for politicians and keep them in power. So we are in a mess, and the only way we can get out of this suffering is first to realize how it's being perpetrated in the worldly level, and then to understand, but we are part of a bigger world. And the two together is what will allow us to have the power that comes from oneness, the power that comes from solidarity among human beings, which is what the UN system is supposed to be about, but also the deeper power that comes from the realization we are part of a universe, a very loving universe.